edition of my charmed ASMR. So, I wanted to do the season 6 edition. However, I didn't really get enough requests. So, I decided to do something a little different and a little special. This week, we're going to be reading directly from the Book of Shadows. And before we get started, I would like to thank our patrons from Patreon as they've made this video possible. I would also like to thank our TikTok live subscribers because their generosity has also made this video possible. And I'm going to include a list of their names. Some of them overlap, but I just want everyone to know how much I appreciate you. So, let's get into the video. First and foremost, before we do anything else, you can see where I have multiple cast members who've signed. Rose McGowan, Paige LaTanya Matthews loves you. Shannon Doherty, Holly Marie Combs, Drew Fuller, Alyssa Milano, they've all converged to make my Book of Shadows as special as possible. And I suppose that we can start where it all started with the Dominus Trinus. Hear now the words of the witches, the secrets we hid in the night. The oldest of gods are invoked here. The great work of magic is sought. In this night and in this hour, I call upon the ancient power. Bring your powers to we sisters three. We want the power. Give us the power. This may sound like a very strange observation, but the little exclamation points always make me laugh, and I can't 100% figure out why, but they always, always, always tickle me. Now, there's a picture of Melinda Warren, as you can see, and she looks very beautiful. Let's flip a little bit ahead and see what we can find. Oh, that's Latin. We can't read that, darling. Baby, not abracadabra. My gosh. Abracadabra. An exorcism. Interesting. Demon's soul hides behind an innocent's face. This witch's magic casts you out of this place. Very interesting. The truth spell looks very good as well. Let's read the page on Crito. In the 16th century, Crito traveled from dukedom to dukedom, preying on people's vanity, bestowing youth and beauty in exchange for their souls. Crito was found out and skinned alive by a group of witches who believed it would keep his spirit from ever being resurrected again. That's very interesting because why not? Because why not just try to vanquish him? Why did they have to skin him alive? My God. The witches in the 16th century were not playing any games. They said, baby, if you're going to burn us at the stake, we are going to skin demons alive. Sweet Jesus. And then on the page before, it has to summon Crito and to vanquish Crito. We call upon the demon Crito, reach back throughout the ages, humbled by his power. We invite him into our circle. That sounds more like they're just talking than actually casting a spell, but that's neither here nor is it there. To vanquish Crito, what a witch has done and then undone, return this spirit back within and separate him from his skin. So, if there was a spell in the book to do that, why didn't they just vanquish? Okay, we're just gonna move on. Tempest, the devil's sorcerer, manipulator of time, serving only his will always, always for evil's gain. Remove him from the time he's in. I feel like that wasn't supposed to repeat, but it did. I don't know. Oh dear. This is interesting. When a witch renounces all human emotion and makes a pact with darkness to protect herself from heartbreak, she becomes a succubus, a sexual predator. She seeks out powerful men who become helpless against her magic, then feeds on their testosterone with her razor-sharp tongue. To attract and destroy the succubus, see next page. To attract and destroy the succubus, like a moth to a flame, draw the symbol of the masculine upon a consecrated space. With candles lit in full resolve, kneel upon the symbol of all the succubus graves and intone the words that follow. By the forces of heaven and hell, draw to us this woman fell, rend from her foul desire, that she may perish as a moth to fire. I love this actually. My goodness. I really love that. And then there's my girl Tawatha, my bae. 2 centuries ago, the desire for power corrupted a good witch whose name was Tawatha. Ruthlessly, she took to hurting innocents by using her powers after turning evil. Moreover, she could pull out the heart from her victims in cold blood, hence her cruelty. However, her biggest source of power lay in a powerful wand. The amber headpiece was surrounded by snakes, which stood for the forces of evil. Moreover, a snake was her ally. Beware of this wicked witch. She is immune to any vanquishing spells or potions, or even the powers of good witches. Nevertheless, there is one way to stop her criminal. Girl, what's that word? I don't know, I'm not gonna mess that up. Only a chosen one could defeat Tawatha with her own wand. The last one was able to entomb her in a cave. So wait, if they could defeat Tawatha, then why did they have to entomb her? Do y'all hear the thunder? We're calling the thunder by being in the Book of Shadows. The Libris demon. In the demonic hierarchies, There are none more insidious than those who belong to this order. For the work of the Libras is to keep the world in darkness and ignorance. The haunting grounds of these monsters are found wherever humans have the potential to find unequivocal proof. Oh my god. Unequivocal proof of the existence of demons. To vanquish one of their ranks, a witch must keep this rhyme close to her heart. Demon hide your evil face, Libras die and leave no trace. As you can see, there are some pages that I have marked. This was just for my own personal thing because I just love the show. To call a lost witch. And I think that the last one we'll read is this. The Mind Link. Harness your mental energy by reciting this spell within a circle of candles. Life to life and mind to mind, our spirits now will intertwine. We meld our souls and journey to the one whose thoughts we wish we knew. To break a mind link, recite this spell. Life from life and mind from mind, our spirits now will disentwine. We part our souls and journey home to let our thoughts be on their own. I would like to thank everyone for watching this video and for supporting me. And if you would like to support the channel, please feel free to join my Patreon at the Power of G. If you're one of my TikTok followers, you can also follow me on the TikTok Live and subscribe to it. The TikTok Live is $2.99 a month, and the Patreon now has a $1 tier and a $3 tier. The TikTok Live subscription and the $3 tier give you access to our GroupMe group chat, as well as our Zoom link, where we will be having bi-weekly Zooms, where we watch an episode of Charmed, and we may even watch a movie. As always, a list of our patrons and TikTok Live subscribers will be included at the end of this video. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you next time. Blessed be. I would like to shout out our inaugural members of the Manor, JD, Demetrius, and Jeremiah. Thank you to everyone who is a supporter on Patreon. And thank you to everyone who's a TikTok Live supporter. You all are the reason that the channel can grow and the reason that I can continue to give you great content. So thank you all so much for everything you do for me. And blessed be, my darlings.